Today on Operation Style, we're out to help one woman surprise her husband by turning their bedroom from a disaster into a delight. She'll build a custom headboard using some simple and affordable materials, touch up her existing furniture, and create some new window and wall treatments.
Your husband is going to be very, very surprised.
There's only 2 days and $500 to make it all happen. Today on Operation Style. Hello, and welcome to Operation Style. Today we're going to the home of Tracy Porter. The mission? To give her bedroom a romantic new look. Tracy's a very busy working mother of two who contacted us a few weeks ago. She's fed up with the current state of her bedroom, and she's decided it's time to do something about it. Since it's the weekend, Tracy doesn't have to worry about her daycare students, and she's arranged for her own kids to stay with some relatives. So everything's ready for us to come in and get the job done. With a little help from this style file expert. This is Lizzie McGraw, owner of Tumbleweed and Dandelion, one of Hollywood's top interior design stores. She's going to show Tracy how to spice up her bedroom with a little paint, a few stencils, and a new handmade headboard. So before we get started, let's check our ticker. This is a 2-day project, so there's 32 hours before Tracy's husband gets home tomorrow night, and the budget is $500. And remember, you can check out all the information you're about to see on today's show by visiting our website at lifetimetv.com. Tracy got a head start on the room earlier this week by giving it a quick coat of paint. She used a light blue color and it really brightened the room up. But there's still a lot more to do. So let's go in and meet Tracy and our design expert, Lizzie McGraw. First of all, this is your room.
Yes, it is.
What do you want from this room? Because that's the first thing you got to ask somebody when you're redoing your room.
Well, I would like to just create a little getaway for my husband and myself.
So you want to make this as kind of a refuge?
Yes, yes.
And I understand a romantic refuge.
Yes,
okay.
Indeed. An oasis.
Well, that's always the most fun.
Yeah.
Lizzie and I spent 45 minutes talking with Tracy about how to accomplish a romantic bedroom makeover. We decided to paint and glaze Tracy's existing furniture with a creamy soft white to complement her blue walls. Add some sheer window treatments to give the room that soft romantic feel Tracy wants. We'll also add a stencil treatment around the room to create an antique look to her walls and ceiling. But most importantly, we need to dress up the bed. It's a centerpiece of the room, so Lizzie suggests making a headboard that resembles a classic fireplace mantle, and then we'll paint it to match the rest of the furniture. Are you getting it?
I'm getting it. It's
excited?
Are
you feeling
yes, I'm starting to feel it, yes.
After a 90-minute shopping trip to a lumberyard, Tracy and Lizzie head out to the backyard to begin work on the headboard. They've had some wood specially cut for them based on measurements they took in the bedroom earlier today. Tracy attaches the pre-cut 2x4 to the back edge of the larger 1x6-inch board using several nails spaced evenly. The large piece of wood will form the top of our mantle, while the smaller piece will become the back side of the mantle that rests against the wall. Next, 2 smaller pieces of trim are glued to each end of the mantle.
Your husband is going to be very, very surprised.
Yes, he is. Amazed. Everyone is.
He doesn't know what you're capable of.
Then, Lizzie shows Tracy how to attach 2 small pieces of 2x4 to the underside of the mantle.
Starting to look like a mantle?
Okay, I'm starting to see
Starting to see it?
now.
Oh,
yes.
good.
It's really starting to take shape. Now, Lizzie shows Tracy how to attach 2 1x6-inch boards, pre-cut to 42 inches, to act as the frame beneath our mantle.
How's that?
It's great. They look good.
Okay.
After both legs are attached, it's time to prime the headboard. Tracy and Lizzie use a fast-drying primer, and in no time at all, they're ready to apply an antique white, flat, water-based paint.
Okay, I'm going to give you a roller. We're going to roll out our paint color now. It's a nice creamy color as opposed to the stark white primer.
Once the paint is applied, it's allowed to dry. Then, with the headboard backside up, Lizzie and Tracy prepare to make a padded fabric backing. They start with a simple bed sheet that matches the antique white color of the headboard. After spreading the fabric evenly across the backside of the frame, now it's time to cut away the extra fabric from the side of the headboard.
Very good.
With the excess fabric cut away and set aside, Tracy adds a few more staples to both sides of the frame.
Fabulous.
How's that?
Some batting and another layer of foam are placed in the center of the fabric. Then the excess fabric set aside earlier is spread over the frame and stapled into place.
You want it to be really tight, so this you're really going to have to pull the fabric.
Okay.
Okay?
How's that?
Good. Very good. Okay, and we just keep doing this and we're done.
A few final staples around the headboard and Tracy is finished.
See, it looks great other than the fact that we definitely want to press it out so we get rid of these lines.
Just a few more staples to pull the fabric tight and the headboard is ready to be attached to the wall with an L bracket and some screws. Total headboard assembly clocks in at 2 hours and 52 minutes. Now, checking our ticker, we need to take off the lumber, the paint, and the fabric cost, leaving us with $283.50, still in the budget. We're back, heading into our second day of work with Tracy Porter and her romantic bedroom makeover. Yesterday, after Tracy and our design expert, Lizzie McGraw, finished assembling a custom headboard, they spent the rest of the day updating Tracy's bedroom furniture. All it took was a little sanding, some priming, and painting to take everything from dark to a soft antique white. The antique effect was created by adding a little bit of glaze. And you can find complete instructions on how to do it by visiting our website at lifetimetv.com. We've spent most of this morning moving the furniture back into place. Lizzie and Tracy are now inside, adding a few final touch-ups to the headboard.
Hi, Bradley.
How'd you guys do this? It's amazing. I bring in some of the linens and bedroom accessories we bought during an early morning shopping trip to a local Marshall's department store. There's only a few hours left before Tracy's husband comes home, so if we're going to surprise him, we've really got to get moving. What are you doing? Are you learning how to glaze?
I am glazing
Okay, show me.
the window box.
What kind of glaze are we using?
We're using a pre-mixed oil-based glaze,
Right.
which, you know what, it's a great thing to get. You can get it at just about any paint store or hardware store.
Now, had I known how easy this was, I would have done it a long time ago.
Tracy starts by applying 2 small lines of glaze to the window box. Is it pre-mixed?
It's pre-mixed, pre-colored. So this is a
really?
burnt umber glaze, which I highly recommend for things that are vanilla or off-white.
Next, we use the same vanilla color Tracy used on the furniture to paint directly over the glaze.
You know what? Because it's oil-based and it has some polyurethane in it, we don't have to put a protectant over it. It's all ready to roll.
While the paint dries, Lizzie pulls out a stencil pattern purchased at a local craft store.
Wouldn't this be pretty to do a stencil in here?
Yeah, beautiful idea.
I'm thinking that we'll do a repeat pattern 3 times. It fits right above this headboard.
I like that. Lizzie first positions the stencil in the center of the headboard and tapes it to the wall using artist tape, so we don't peel paint when we move the stencil.
Now you can see we've really firmly put this stencil down, which is nice.
Right.
And also we have this little register mark right here that we're going to mark off to know where we were. And I'm going to mark off one little top mark to know where the top piece of the stencil was. Okay, so we can stay where we're supposed to stay.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
No, before you start though, I
Okay.
want you to answer a couple of questions.
All right.
Explain this cosmetic brush.
Okay, this cosmetic brush is actually a flat round stipple brush.
So these can be bought anywhere?
They can be bought anywhere, and you just ask for a stipple brush. They're very inexpensive.
Okay.
Now, you see how you get a lot of paint on the bottom of this brush?
Yes.
We don't want that much paint.
And what color paint?
You know what? We have a vanilla acrylic colored paint.
And why?
Well, I'm thinking because we've done a really nice, simple, subtle, romantic treatment in the whole room.
Right.
We don't want to do something loud on the wall back here. Maybe we're going to put some candles up here, some pretty stuff. We just want a really simple pattern. It's not going to all be even, but that's part of the beauty of the whole thing. It's hand done.
Okay.
We're going to start stippling within where the stencil is. Now, this is why the tape is great, because it's keeping our stencil down without us having to move it. So start.
You know, I'm in the zone. Once again,
That's what we're looking for.
Once the first pattern is stippled in, the stencil is moved over to the right side of the headboard. Remember those register marks we made earlier? This is where they come in handy to ensure that our stencil stays even. The right side is painted, then the stencil is flipped over to make a continuous pattern on the left. Hey, nice.
Thank
you know what?
you.
This
We're
is
almost
great.
done.
I really like it. It's an older house.
Yes, it is.
And this has an
That's a very
architectural
good thought.
detail that's historical and great, and it fits really well.
Okay, now that we finished the stencil, what I want to do is do a gold outline.
Okay.
So I'll just show you. I'll do a little bit up here, and then let's have you help me finish it. We're just going to outline it just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of accent and to bring it out.
Okay.
And you don't even have to be afraid, because just the tiniest touch is going to be great.
After spending 30 minutes on the gold outline, Tracy's total stencil painting time clocks in at 1 hour and 5 minutes. Now, Using the stencils, glaze, and leftover paint, Lizzie shows Tracy how to create a matching wall hanging, and it only takes about 44 minutes to complete. You can find all the details to create this wall hanging on our website at lifetimetv.com. Now let's check our ticker. There was the stencil, the glaze, the gold paint, the stipple brushes, and the canvas. That takes $62 off the budget, still leaving us with $221.50. We're back, helping Tracy Porter surprise her husband by updating their bedroom and turning it into a romantic sanctuary. We've already made a mantelpiece headboard, painted and glazed Tracy's bedroom furniture, added stencil highlights above the bed, and made a unique wall hanging. We've got a lot more to do, and there's only a short time left before Tracy's husband gets home. These are tension rods. See the little spring in here?
I do.
See how you put them in your window and they can spring in, and then they hold that way. Like those shower rods you use.
Okay.
You know, just little. They're very, very inexpensive. Using sheer curtains really helps soften not only the light coming into the room, but the look of the windows as well. And the white sheers add to that romantic feel Tracy's looking for. It's that easy.
Oh, look how nice.
It's that easy. Next, we'll bring in the gold color we've been using in the rest of the room by hanging a gold curtain from another tension rod.
One more.
Am I doing this too?
Yeah, sure.
Now you're making me do everything.
I know it.
After the drapes are hung, the top curtain is pulled back and tied to a hook that's been screwed into the wall. But all you do is you put it on, and then we'll just play with it.
Beautiful.
You know? And they're gonna hang really
So
low.
pretty.
And then you adjust the billow as much as you want.
Okay.
You do this.
I'm gonna do this.
We do bed.
We do bed?
We do bed.
Okay.
It only takes us 15 minutes to replace Tracy's old bed linens with new ones. They're a perfect complement to the soft colors we've been using, and we make sure to add a lot of pillows to really bring out a feeling of casual comfort.
Very pretty.
You like?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Is it comfy looking?
Okay, now what do you want to do?
I think we should do some sort of design on the lampshade.
I think it needs something.
We have this great little fleur-de-lis rubber stamp.
Okay.
And I just poured some gold paint, which I think will go good in this room.
The fleur-de-lis adds to the classic antique theme we've been using in the rest of the room, and it helps to tie in the stencils we placed on the wall.
And then I'm thinking we should just put like a nice little pattern around the bottom.
Okay.
So starting one here. Pretty. Then let's go like 2 more inches. I'm just pressing it in. Pretty. You're all set. Paint's on there. 2 inches. Yep, perfect. Pressing. That looks great.
That looks great. Within 5 minutes, the lampshade is done. Then, one more idea.
You know what I was thinking? We cleaned up the light fixture up there. I was thinking it would look great up there.
Tracy adds a few well-placed fleur-de-lis around the ceiling lamp to bring it all together. Great job.
Okay.
How was that instant wall treatment
I think
on the
that's
ceiling?
cool. Okay, I'm done.
Hey, that looks good. Right there.
Fabulous?
Yeah, fabulous.
Good? Happy? Okay.
Who was the artist of that painting? Oh my goodness.
It's starting to smell good. I think candles have
Yeah, I think
arrived.
it's a candle
I think
time. The final touch for our romantic bedroom makeover? Candles, of course. They'll set the perfect mood when Tracy surprises her husband, and he'll be home in just a few minutes. Wear something sexy when you surprise him.
Okay, I'll try
Ready?
to.
Yeah.
I'll try to handle it.
Lizzie, you're leaving with me.
We gotta go because you gotta get
Okay.
ready.
Remember that home video that Tracy sent us? Take a look at where she started and where she's ended up. Now, let's check our ticker for the final tally. There were the curtain rods, hooks and ties for the window treatment, the rubber stamp, the candles, the bed linens and pillows, and finally the bedspread and skirt. That last item cost a little more than Tracy was expecting, so she ended up $69.50 over budget. But she really felt the result was worth the extra money. We're back here with Tracy, and we're going to find out how the romantic bedroom makeover went. How'd it go? What did you think when he walked in?
He was surprised, first of all. He thought it was great. He was really amazed.
Whoa, look at this.
Is not beautiful?
This is
Do you like
wonderful. Yes.
It's great, huh?
Look at all that you did. Give me a kiss.
You know, I took him through everything in the room. I, did my spokesmodel impression of everything that we had done. Look at the artwork.
You did the artwork?
The artwork. The dresser.
You got skills.
And so I went through what we did with the furniture, how we had to do a base paint over it, and then the glossing. And he was like, wow, you guys did this? I said, yes. I said, I actually did this. Isn't that pretty?
Yes.
We built this. Nails, hammer, everything. We did it all ourselves.
Did it spice up your life at all? I mean,
Yes.
did he like hanging out in there?
We are hanging out in there. We are very much hanging out in there. So thank you so much. I didn't know that these things were possible, and I appreciate it.
Love you.
I love you too.
I love you for it.
A special thanks to Tracy and Lizzie for all of their hard work. And don't forget, for more information on today's show and other style tips, visit our website at lifetimetv.com. So until next time, remember, there's always enough time, there's always enough money, and you can always do it with style. See ya.